gonna do a little how I highlight and contour. So we're gonna start off with the Dream Satin Liquid Foundation. And I usually put about 3 little spots on here, 3 dots. And that's usually enough to cover my whole face. And then I just like plop it, put it where it needs to go. And then we will start pouncing in. Okay, so then I'll just start blending this all in. This is a really, really light foundation. So this is when we need to, usually when we're going to contour, we will do like cream contour, and then I will go over it with a powder contour, just because we need to kind of warm the face up a little bit, because it is very, very light, this foundation, as you can see. I kind of set this in place as well because I am actually going out, so I'm going to set this in place. I'm going to be using this Shade and Light palette, and I'm going to take that middle shade just there, and I'm just going to just lightly go over my face just to kind of set that foundation so it doesn't all come off. Okay, so now we're going to start by highlighting. So as always, I'm going to use the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and all I do with this is I just like to just apply it into kind of a triangle thing. So I'll start off here, and this is in the shade Light Medium. Also, when you do a nice kind of eyeshadow or like a big eye effect, like big eye look, I like to bring the concealer just below, and then when you blend it out, I'll show you, it leaves such a nice, it gives you such a firm and cut off look, like it cuts it off, so it makes it look really neat. Okay, so I'm just going to start by applying that just here. I also like to bring it down just here, because I get quite a bit red here as well by my nose. I'm going to go under again, and just sticking it up. And then we're going to take a little bit on just on the centre of my nose, and then up here I just like to do like a little bit of a tree, I call it, or plant. And then I'm going to take a little bit under here, above the Cupid's bow, and then just a bit on the chin. I also, as I'm going to contour, sometimes I will do a little bit just here, just a tiny bit. So now we're going to start by blending that in. So I'm just going to take a damp beauty blender, and I'm just going to start by blending that all in now. This is my favourite concealer, and I'm always willing to try new ones, but for now, I'm not going anywhere. I love this concealer so much. In fact, I need to stock up on it. So there's the blended side, and you can see the difference straight away. It's such an amazing formula, and it just really works. I'm going to bring that around to my nose so you can see what I meant by with the eyes. So I've gone just here, so it gives it a nice neat look to your eyeshadow. this eyeshadow was using the Soft Glam palette again. The looks you can create with it is amazing. And if you haven't seen that video, make sure to go and check it out. It's the recent one. I'll link it down below. One before this. Okay. So now we're looking very pale. We are going to go in and warm the face up. So I like to do a cream contour and then a powder contour just to set it in place. So for the cream contour, I'm going to be taking the Pro HD Makeup Revolution. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a nice thick kind of brush and I'm going to go into that normal shade that I use here. And I'm going to just start contouring. So how I do it is I like to take a bit here and then here. If you have got a round face like myself, then if you do the whole way, it makes it look even rounder. So if you just take it here on both sides and then a little bit there, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go in and contour here. Also for the jaw, I want a nice sharp jaw because I do suffer with a double chin. So I'm going to take that up and just create that kind of nice sharp line. That's all it is. And then just the same again on this side. And then just there. And now for the nose, I'm going to try and do this as careful as I can because I've lost a small brush. So I'm just going to go down the side. Nala, what are you doing? She's in the filming room messing about. And then just up the sides there. And you want to make sure that you bring it up to your brows, otherwise it will look hilarious. Otherwise it just won't look right. Also, I'm going to apply a little bit under here just because it actually makes your eyes look bigger. I know you probably think, nah, it'll make them look smaller, but it actually makes them look bigger. I'll show you at the end. So I'm just going to take just a slight bit, just under there. That looks hilarious. So now we look absolutely funky. Now we look really silly. I'm going to start blending this out. Just with a wet beauty blender again. She's just playing with her toys. And then just contour here. And then make sure we go under them eyes that I've just gone. And then just on my forehead. And then for the nose, I take a bit of a smaller beauty blender. If you can't bother to wet it, just spray it with some setting spray and it just works exactly the same. So I'm going to start by gently doing this. So you just want to kind of blend it in, just using like a pouncing effect. Okay, so now we've cream contoured. The face is looking a lot warmer. Make sure I get rid of that eye contour. Okay, so now we've cream contoured, the face is looking a lot warmer. We are gonna just grab some of that, pop that there. So we're gonna go and set that contour with the Shading Light palette. So I'm gonna take this palette here and I'm gonna be taking this brush. I'm gonna go in with this middle shade as I always do. This is my favourite one. And we're gonna go over that same contour that we just done. And bring it up here as well. And around the jawline and down the neck. Now for the nose, obviously we do want to contour the nose, so I'm going to take a bit of a smaller brush, take that same shade, and I'm going to go over the contour on the nose that we've just done. Okay, now to set the concealer and highlight in place, I'm going to be taking that middle shade and I'm going to grab the small beauty blender and I'm going to start by setting that in place. This is a really quick way of setting your highlight in place. Usually I will take a translucent powder if it's the Laura Mercier powder or any other powder. That's if you really want to kind of bake, but if you just want to kind of do a quick, little bit of a quick routine, then if you take the middle shade or just some sort of light powder, you can set your concealer in place with this. Okay, so we will let that bake for a little bit and then we'll sweep the rest away. Now to contour, I'm going to take that exact same beauty blender, but I'm going to grab this shade instead, which is the lighter shade, and I'm going to carve out the contour that we've done. Just like that. And it just makes it look a lot more defined and it's just better. And then just with the rest of it, just take it under your eyes just to give it a bit more of a light effect. Okay, so we'll leave that for a little bit. I think I love the eye look I've got, but I kind of want to use a bit of a brightener on it. So I'm going to take a normal just white pencil and I'm just going to go on the waterline. And now I've kind of dipped my fingers here. I just want to kind of make sure there's no creases or anything, so I'm just going to go over that again. Okay. Now with some of the highlighter, I'm just going to go just below the brow bone just to highlight that up. I'm going to go in with the Soft Glam quickly and I'm going to grab the burnt orange colour, one of my favourites, and I'm going to go underneath the eyes. So usually I do my eyeshadow first, then I'll go in with the face makeup. But if I want to go underneath with some eyeshadow, I will usually set the concealer in place first and then go in with the eyeshadow. Okay, I'm not going to have any mascara on the bottom lashes today for some reason, I just don't want to. So whilst that's still baking, I'm going to go in with the bronzer and I'm going to take this nice big fluffy brush and just go over it just to kind of warm it up a bit and take it up there. And then just down here. So you can see how much we've warmed the face up now. Now I'm going to go in with a highlighter. I think I'm going to go with a different highlighter, guys. I'm going to take this Lunar Glow palette And I'm gonna grab this nice pink shade here. Just feeling something different. If you really want your highlight to pop, if you grab a setting spray and just spray the ends, oh, it picks it up a lot better. So I'm gonna grab this pinky shade. I don't know how it's gonna come out. That's actually really pretty. I like that. It's not too in your face. It's not too, you know, it's not too glowy. Well, how can anything be too glowy? Everyone loves glowy. But it's just not too much. It's just kind of a nice, neutral, natural look. Take a little bit up here. It really does make a difference when you wet your highlighter brush because it just helps you pick up more product. Okay, so using a small brush, I'm then going to go in with that same shade, but I am going to wet it just so we can pick some more product up. And I'm going to go and highlight my nose, so taking that same shade, this one. Just a little dab on the nose there, and then I'm going to just bring it up. Usually I will use like a thinner brush, but I'm just going to use this today. Just because it works. Just need a little bit more. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that exact same shade, I'm going to go over the Cupid's bow. Just like that, and take a little bit just where my brow bone is, just to make that pop even more. Now, just with this brush plane, you can see that the nose is quite dark, so I'm gonna squeeze the bristles together just so it goes a bit firmer. I'm just gonna make sure that's all blended out properly without getting the highlighter off. Okay. So now using this big fluffy brush, I'm going to sweep away that bacon. Then for lips, I'm going to be taking my all-time Maybelline Colour Sensational lip liner. And this is in the shade Nude Whisper, which is number 10. This is the most light nude I've ever seen. I like it though because I don't want a bright lip. I'm very nude with my lips. And then just over that, I'm just going to go in with this sheeny colour, which is Tantalising Taupe, Maybelline again. And it's a really nice glossy sheen. And then what we're going to do to set all of this in place, I'm going to grab the Mist and Fix by Barry M. Give it a shake and we're going to set all this in place. I love that feeling. I think that is my favourite part of putting makeup on, is the setting spray. It just feels so good and so refreshing, and I definitely would recommend that setting spray. Just because it's quite a thick mist, but it dries really quickly and it gives you a dewy finish. This one is literally for the dewy finish. So it really does give a really nice shiny finish to it. I've got this one in the dewy and I've got this one in the matte as well. And I actually prefer this, especially in the warm weather. It gives such a nice summery dewy finish. So this is the look, guys. This is how I highlight and contour my face. It's a really simple look. I'll link all the products that I use down below, and that's it. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!